Good day everyone, and welcome to the Pineleaf News channel update for March 2015, where I'll go over what I did during the month of February and what I plan to do for the month of March. So let's begin with what I did during February. On my Bjorning, I went through the Misty Mountains and completed books 5 through 7. So I went through the Misty Mountains and also the western part of Angmar. I also played Don't Starve with Wickerbottom, and after rather, let's say, an ending, so to speak, I went on to Woody, where I attempted to play a rather strange lumberjack. Not that the wrestling characters in Star aren't a bit strange in themselves. And finally, in Sproggy Wood, I attempted to use a game where I would run all the quests in normal mode, using the Identity Crisis Potion to mix things up completely, which gave the effect that I wound up completely messed up. Well, what a huge shock. But it was an interesting challenge. So if that's what I did in February, what do I plan to do during the month of March? Well, first off, I plan to continue with the Bjorning series, and I expect to get through books 8 through 10. And this means I'll be questing in Angmar. I think I do a little bit in Numinous also. So let's face it, getting through Numinous is pretty easy when you are around level 50-ish, which is what I expect to be when I finally get there. But this will be mostly instances I'll be doing in Numinous though. In addition to this, I will be running more Don't Starve, and this month it will be mainly variations with a little bit of a arachnid theme, let's say. What I mean by that is that I will be first creating a new series with Wigfrid, which I'm going to be calling Spider War. And that's because I'll be setting up the game with extra spiders, and the object of this particular run will be to remove all of the spider nests within that area. In other words, it's not just a matter of survival, it's a matter of annihilation of the spiders. I know you're saying, but you can't even survive until the end of winter. How in the world are you going to be able to manage to do that? Well, actually, I have done a run with a character that survived through two years using the vanilla rules, where I did actually manage to get through 2 winters, so it won't be the first time I completed it through winter, though it will be the first time in which I got through a winter in Reign of Giants, since obviously if I'm going to be using Wigfrid, I must use Reign of Giants. Of course, maybe I don't have to get rid. If I can get rid of every single spider nest and explore the entire map and confirm that I've done this, and escape the world, which is another condition I have in the thing, then I won't have to worry about winter. I know, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to get through winter somehow. In addition to that, I will also, on Sundays, be running a run with Wilson in Default Plus, and Default Plus has the characteristic of also having extra spiders, which is why I say Spider Beam. And I'll be getting extra spiders all throughout that. And that's a mode, well, it's one of the special modes that's pre-generated by Clay. And what makes it tough is that they start you out with a few extra things, but they take away from some of the long-term things you have. For example, fewer berry bushes and the like. So therefore, you have a little bit of a head start, but you're going to need it in order to get through there. We'll see how it works, and I find that the number of spiders that you get when you're in Default Plus is even more than if you normally ask for extra spiders. So I expect Wilson to have a tough time at that. Finally, I'll be doing my first dippings into adventure mode. That's right, I am going to be running adventure mode, trying to see how far I can get through there. My goal is to show the 4 worlds that you can see when you start adventure mode. If I want to show you the other 2 modes that are possible in adventure mode, I would actually have to survive, since one of them comes in the latter parts and the other one only comes during the final world that you can get. But we'll see how well I do in adventure mode. I'll probably be using Willow for adventure mode, but I may swap to other characters if I get killed and have to go back in. I'll decide that on the spot. So that is our schedule. We'll have daily runs with the Bjorning, and we will have the Don't Starve Spider War on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We will have Don't Starve on Adventure on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And finally, we'll have Don't Starve Default Plus on Sundays, because I think that's the one where I am going to last the shortest amount of time. So therefore, it's the one that's going to need the fewest days to work with. So I look forward to the month of March, and hopefully all of you will be able to enjoy the videos that I post then. And also looking up till April, because I'm expecting that by the end of March, Clay will be ready with Invisible Ink, and if they do, I'll be all set to start a playthrough of Invisible Ink when April goes along. But for now, let's worry about March, where you'll be seeing me play the Bjorning and Don't Starve. This is Pineleaf Needles, reminding you to skirmish responsibly.